Hi guys, Cassandra here. So I'm sitting here in a bikini top, which can only mean one thing. Yes, I am doing another boob video, but this one, I feel like there's hair on my lip. Okay, so today's video is a boobie video, but it's not an update video. But today's video is my most frequently asked questions about my boobs and boob jobs in general. I every day still get loads of comments on here on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook. I get messages, everything asking me all sorts of questions about boobs, my boobs, getting your boobs done. I thought I would just make frequently asked question video about boobies and hopefully just get them all answered in one brief, quick little video. Because I do sometimes forget to answer my comments or my messages, or I see them way later and I feel really badly about, delayed replies. And so I just thought, let me just put some answers out there. I will just dive right in without further ado. So the first question that I'm going to start off with is, what size are you? And all those, specs and whatever, my height, my weight, how big I was before, blah, blah, blah. What size am I? I am a 32 double D to triple D, just depending on the brand. And they are 400 cc's, silicone, high profile, smooth. The new silicone, that silicone gel under the muscle. Gosh, I'm trying to think of all the things. What is this? What is this incision called? Below the boob incision? Why can't I think of the proper word for it? I can't think of it. But yeah, this incision. And before I was a small B, and I am 5'4". I think I was previously saying 5'5" to people, and when I've told that, I'm sorry. I thought I was 5'5". I've done fitness competitions now where they've measured me, and I found I'm 5'4", not 5'5". Darn it, wanted that extra inch. And I weigh anywhere from about 110 to 115. Yeah, so that's my specs, if you will. Next question. Do you regret them? No. No, definitely not at all. So, how long till you can work out? So for me personally, I waited about a month and a half. I've heard of other girls starting to work out a lot sooner than that. I think it's just all what you feel comfortable with, and talking to your doctor as well. When I started working out again though, I didn't do anything but running, and then I slowly worked my way back into weights. I think it was probably about 2 months or so before I did weights again. Did you gain weight during recovery? Now this is a tricky question because right off the bat I want to say yes. But there's a reason why you gain weight, and that is because you are on antibiotics, you are on painkillers, muscle relaxers, whatever else, and then you're not able to move around or do much for about a month, several weeks, if not, close to a month, and, so you are still eating, and then you get bloated and all that from the antibiotics and from your body just going through a surgery and recovery of a surgery. So that is why you would think, you gain weight. But I don't know that it's so much of weight gain as it is just the bloating and such from surgery and from the antibiotics. But my best thing is just say get in the best shape you can before surgery, so that way it's a quick recovery for you, and that way there is very minimum weight gain. And I would say don't go like a free-for-all, like I can eat whatever I want because I'm recovering from surgery. I still try to eat pretty healthy when I was recovering, so. Next question I get asked a lot is, would you go bigger? And the answer is yes. Yes, I would, but the reason why I didn't go bigger right off the bat was this was all that my surgeon could fit in me, considering I was so tiny before I and go bigger. But he said it was just too high risk to go boom and like stretch them out like crazy. So we went with what was safest at the time, considering I was a very flat-chested girl. But yes, I would and do plan to go bigger. So yeah, hopefully this year. But I'm in no rush because I love them. So, whenever the time strikes me, I just want to enjoy summer and all of that right now, and my fitness stuff. So whenever I find the space of time to go through surgery and recovery again, I'm gonna pump these babies up. Does it hurt? Yes, it does hurt, but they give you a lot of good pain pills, and you actually end up sleeping a lot because your body is recovering from a traumatic, experience, which is surgery. So you don't really notice the pain as long as you set an alarm like I did to wake up or whatever and know when to take your pill every time. You won't feel any pain. You'll just feel a tightness on your chest and you're gonna feel pretty tired. But for me, it wasn't that painful. What was painful was going through part 2, which you guys all remembered. If you don't, I had an emergency with mine. That was painful, but the first time around wasn't. Anything you can't do that you did before. So the only thing I would say that I can't do is the lifting. Like before I used to be able to do like hanging ab workouts, and now I don't explain it, but I feel a pull in the muscle here, and I've seen girls who have really strained their bodies working out and lifting, and they did tear the pec muscle from the implant, and I just don't want to even risk that. So I avoid lifting and straining my upper body too much. I don't do chest workouts whatsoever now. And so those are just that would be the only thing. Otherwise, everything else is the same. Do you really have to redo them every 10 years? Unfortunately, you do, but I don't really think it's a bad thing. Technology does change a lot, and they do recommend you go in and redo your boobs every 10 to 15 years. Your body also does change a lot in 10 years. You gain weight, lose weight. Your skin, is less elastic, if you will, gravity, all those things. So it is definitely a good thing to go in 10 to 15 years and get them, redone. And hey, why not? It's like Christmas all over again. Did you lose sensitivity? So right off the bat, I think everyone loses sensitivity in the nipples. All of your nerve endings and everything go into shock. They need to reconnect, regroup, whatever in there. So I think everyone loses sensitivity, and then you gain it back, and it's really, really extreme, or at least it was for me. And they were overly sensitive, and then I just had sensitive nipple, one that had sensitivity and the other didn't. And that was really weird to me, but eventually the other one came back, and for a while it seemed like it would come and go. Sometimes they were crazy sensitive, sometimes they weren't at all, and now they're pretty normalized. But some girls do lose their sensitivity. There's no way of knowing beforehand whether that's gonna be you or not. It's just a risk that you take, but I think most girls would definitely say having big boobs is way more important to them than whether or not their nipples are sensitive. But I mean, if that's a huge factor to you, maybe that's something to think about. I don't know. So yeah, so that's all the questions that I found to be questions that get asked the most, or in person or on here or Instagram or other things. If I did not answer your question, please leave it below and I will try to get to it for you. If I get enough questions, I think I will do another video if I get a lot more questions below. But if not, just leave it below and I will answer them as soon as I can. I hope this video was helpful. I know a lot of people have asked, how many cc's and things of that nature, and it's just so hard to go and individually answer in messages, comments, etc., etc. I just thought it'd be easier to throw another video out there. I don't know. I hope that was a helpful video for you guys. Yoshi, say bye. Bye. Bye.